Okay, great. So, guys, this is the first video call I'm making, so I'm quite happy to do it with you. And I'm sorry that I couldn't make it earlier. It has been like 2 years and a half that we are running the project. I never took the time to make such discussion with you. But finally, there is one, and I will enjoy to do it with you. I've prepared the discussion so that it's a bit friendly. We will start with a throwback to the past events. That's really important to understand where we are coming from. Second point, I would like to explain you what's next, and finally, I would like to just enjoy a conversation with you by MA. So ask me anything, public discussion, so that you can just use the chat, and then I will be able to answer. I'm just a note, I'm on the push to talk button, so I may miss holding that button, but I will be careful so that you will still able to listen to me. Okay, so first things to tell is that we are sorry to have been a bit inactive these days, these months, especially from July to today. That was mainly due to a bad event that happened. It was the Poly Network event. I will share a bit of context about CryptoCox. It will be also on YouTube. I would like to share a bit of context. Poly Network is a bit of an history, a part of the history of the project of Revomon. It was the bridge we used to use to cross the tokens from a chain to another. So back in time, we launched the Revo token on Ethereum, and as we got an opportunity to fundraise with a third-party project which is called BSC Pad, we went on BNC or BSC chain, so BNB chain now. That's why we use that bridge, and since that time we just used and integrated that service inside the Revomon ecosystem, just letting people to cross their token from Ethereum to BNB chain and vice versa. Unfortunately, in July we had that exploit. It's not ourselves, but it's the third-party service, so Poly Network, that has been affected, and they were owning like 70 million of Revo token to ensure that liquidity between the different blockchain, and that bad person who exploited the Poly Network ecosystem managed to successfully take that 75 million Revo along with 56 other projects. So it's not only us, but it was a lot of projects that have been impacted by that bad event. And due to that, we have been like in a pain because we had to rework everything. So it's like you need to redeploy all the smart contracts. Everything that is linked to the Revo token actually have to be redeployed. That's the main point, and it's difficult for a startup, a small team, to just rework everything, and that's where we had some struggles at the start. A good news inside that bad news is that we reacted really fast, so that we managed to take over our liquidity from the pool, so that exploiter couldn't withdraw all the liquidity. So that's a good event. Although if he was able to successfully withdraw everything, I wouldn't be there to explain you what's next and so on, because the project would be dead, simple as that. So there is some positive, let's say, positive news inside that bad context. That's the context I wanted to share at first, and that's why we took so many months to just be present, because linked to that, we had some also internal discord. That's the case to say, a non-alignment with all the team members. We couldn't we couldn't go like pretending we will just deliver the whole roadmap and etc. As we had like some restructuration and so on inside the team. Um, so that being said, um, I would love to go on what's next now. We have started back to become active 2-3 weeks ago, although some stuff were still ongoing behind the scenes. Now, something that we have to keep in mind is that we need some support, technical support, to progress in that direction of making Revomon still a game, an exciting game, and go in the direction of the Revomon Novus concept. We have been in touch with many third parties, whether it is like singular person or larger team, like larger studio, that we are in touch and interested with us to help and to support. Nothing has been like agreed on so far, but we are in a good discussion to probably get some help in order to set back a bit the ecosystem, and even further to just have help based on a larger studio, a larger like commitment with a vision that could push Revomon in a higher stage. And that's really important because in 2 years and a half we have we have we have we have been remaining a small team, and it's important in the Web3 ecosystem, gaming in general, even gaming industry in general, to have like close contacts with larger studio to just give a push on the project and progress faster. So what I mean by that is that we are under discussions with some key actors that could help later on to progress faster in the project. So that's a key point to keep in mind, and that can help in the future Revomon. Now, to talk a bit more about the daily activities and what's going on. The first thing we would like to set it back is the Revomon ecosystem, meaning all the features we used to have inside the ecosystem, such as the stacking, such as the marketplace, the minting, all these core features that are making still today Revomon quite apart from the competition. I would love to just bounce back and set them active again, so that we can just benefit from what we have worked until today. And also for third parties, it's quite exciting to see a working ecosystem. So that's the first mission we have nowadays, and mainly during November. Then after that, we need obviously to have more funds. And although we have not succeeded to have a business model that could make the company, like any other companies, profitable, we need to rethink a bit what we have done so far. It's true that we have one successful period with the burn to earn in terms of attractivity and player engagement, but it was completely a disaster for the company. It's without telling it that it was quite a huge spend for the company. Although I'm quite happy to have a lot of people to earn in that hype of play to earn period, but it was not a sustainable ecosystem, a sustainable business model to just build on. So now I'm taking advantage of this discussion with you guys to announce that we will work on the generation 2 of Revomon, and we wouldn't make the same mistake as the first generation, meaning that it won't be unlimited. It will be limited. It will be a collection of NFT limited, so that you guys can just get in a limited edition your Revomon and just counter that inflation that will remain for the generation 1, but more to come. We have plenty of mechanism in head to deploy and to brainstorm, sorry, such as the utility of the generation 1 of NFT to make it useful for the trainers to just build on their progression and their team. To be competitive, to get the rewards, to claim in these ranking systems and so on. But this is a short-term mission to get a kind of funding, just to be as much transparent as I can. As any other companies, we need to just survive during the bear market that seems, by the way, to be close to an end. At least we are closer to a bull run than another big and long bear market. So we went through all this period, and now it's time to bounce back and to offer something like quite exclusive for the community, just to prepare the final goal that could be Novus with our potential third partner if we have that help I have just described a bit earlier. For all the information regarding the Generation 2, it will come also as well during November. We have Louis that you may know. We will share some artworks. I know that the ambassadors, so the most active players and members already know already have seen some artworks and so on, but we will share publicly all the new starters. So there will be 3 new starters: Water, Fire, and Forest. And then yeah, Louis, the designer, will still be the guy that take care of all the design artwork. I know that a lot of people loves his work. That's why he agreed on staying with us. We also have all the designers working on the 3D animation and texturing. These ones are the same, so don't expect any significant differentiation between the current textures, the current quality of a design, and the new ones. We will stick to the same guidelines, which is good. And finally, in terms of content, which is a key point as well for the current game, we didn't have the time to work on specific like Halloween, Revomon, and so on. However, we may, I would say, add something by the end of the month. Nothing sure, but something related to Myrtle, the Halloween Revomon you have known last year. And definitely for Christmas we will add a new map, the Christmas map, and some new Revomon. So this is something we will do as well. What else? I'm just reading my paper as well that I've prepared earlier. So all these are the what's next, I would say, in short term. Now, if we take a step back and we just look at the bigger, I would say, screen about what is Revomon, you know, guys, that we have been working a lot of times on Revomon Novus. I can even tell that today, after barely 1 year of work on that concept, we have fully finished the land paper that involves all the metrics, all the features, all the in-game economy refactor, but as well, how can I say, the trailer, a part of the website as well, which is currently live. The trailer that has been worked out by a third service, an external studio. We haven't released that trailer yet. It's a wonderful trailer, but we didn't feel the right time to just share it. This is what I call the goal of Revomon and the finalization of a whole context, a whole vision that I would love to carry, but that could only be live if we manage to succeed in the different steps I have described now, meaning making a revive, a rebirth about the current platform, the current ecosystem, all the features, meaning that we need some funds to ensure 2024 as a workable period for all the team members. And finally, if we achieve to do all that step, we are getting closer and closer to Revomon Novus. So before entering the third section with the Ask Me Anything and public discussion in general, I wanted to just make a quick sum up about all the points I have stated today. So there are 5 points I would like to just remind. The first goal is to bounce back and redeploy all the ecosystem based on the new Revo token. So everything that is linked with the Revo has to be redeployed due to the exploit back in early July. Second, in touch with a third party to get support on the technical side. We are now under discussion, and so far there are only Paro, which is called Florian as well, and I, plus Attila and Serkan, plus finally Zach, so 5 people that are remaining in the Revomon team so far. The priority is to raise new funds to keep the company alive, as any other companies should do, and ensure 2024, as I said, for the workload and keeping in mind the Revomon Novus release at the end as the finalization. After that, the new in-game content is not one step then another. Obviously, the new in-game content will come along with all this progression. With limited supply with the Generation 2 that we will introduce in a short-term period. We will also have new maps, etc. for the current games now. And in the meantime, we will ensure all the bug fix for the game, the optimization of certain features that need to be. We have not forgot that blink noise, for example, every time you start a battle, that is really annoying, we know, and we haven't fixed for months now, and we truly apologize for that. We need to be more careful about the player experience. That's a fact. I see some laugh in the chat, but that's true. I'm sorry for that. And more optimization in a general way, such as one coming in my mind, the Revo PC, for example, the ability to sort the different Revomon and so on, that kind of features that should be improving the player experience inside the game. So that's what I wanted to tell you today, a brief summary about the context, why we have been silent for 3 months now, what is going on a daily basis starting from some weeks ago, and what's next in a larger picture, so that you have of course all what I say here will be structured and designed in a kind of roadmap so that it's better illustrated for you guys, and telling you that I'm still here, I'm still there, guys. I won't give up Revomon, obviously, that beautiful community we have managed to build so far. It's if you weren't there, to whom I would be talking, so that's a fact as well, and I'm truly committed to stay there. And then that's it. So we can go on the third section now, and maybe pick up the question in the chat Ferran, I will let you to pick up them if there are too many. Otherwise, we do together.
Yeah, yeah. I would like to add that, as you said, these last 3 months, it was like a nightmare. I feel Revomon was one of the best performance projects and tokens during the last bull market in the metaverse, play to earn gaming sector in general, and we managed to do so with a small team, and that's for we are a small team. We are not in crypto for 2 months or 5 months, so we have some knowledge on the crypto ecosystem. So even these events were really painful, and Revamon was really close to that in terms of the project, but. I feel now we are in a good position, and with the quick response of the team, pulling out the liquidity from the pool, and being one of the the unique projects that didn't die during the hack. I think it's hyping. Also, the new tokenomics. We need to think that we performed really well in the last bull run with supply almost the double. So right now we have the half, and for the plans in terms of economic system in game that we had with Revomon Novus, and they are still in play, even though, as Jordan said, we need to refactor and fix some stuff before hitting the final goal of Revomon. I feel we are in a good position right now, and the future for Revomon can be right, because when you came from almost from the scratch after the hack, and we managed to come back with plans, and with a smaller team, but a team that we know each other for almost 2 years and a half. I feel we have the potential to keep. So yeah, let's go with some questions.
Yeah, thank you,
Why?
Ferran. Yeah, thank you, Ferran, for telling all the topic about the metrics, the tokenomics, and so on. It's true that I haven't detailed much that part today because I wanted to just have a quick overview about the situation and so on, and giving you some insight about what's next. But if we talk about a per basis um, a comparison about Revomon and some other project in the same market cap. So for those who are listening, it's all about crypto stuff related, meaning the weight, the capitalization weight of the project compared to some others. We have been quite doing well because we performed in terms of the token multiple times above way high expectation. But mainly the competitors, like I have in mind Binamon, Elemon, what else? Pixelmon, that was a great success by that time, are not even existing today. And when you compare the project today, a live game playable in virtual reality with some uh, decent interaction about the blockchain technology in terms of NFTs, in terms of rewards, in terms of ownership for the NFT and so on. Um, Cross-platform with a mobile, so a bit like the what I used to say, the Nintendo Switch. You start playing at home with VR and you continue playing in your journey, I don't know, outside with the mobile. Um, we are still in the course. It's not anymore just a sprint, it's a marathon here. And the marathon we have been through. We have been through because we are close to the end of the bear market. Not saying even like we are in the bull market now, but now it's just about patience, building, um, obviously being partnering with the key actors that can support us in the technical way, as example, um, be connected to larger studio to get uh, Revomon on the higher scene, and that's a bit my role and our role now with the whole team, remaining team, is that we want to push Revomon and keep it alive in order to perform well again in terms of DAU, in terms of revo performance, if I can say, in terms of activity in general way, on Discord, on Telegram, in the game. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And also one other topic, as Jordan mentioned, that maybe at the end of this month there will be something related with Mordor. Nothing, promised, but it can be. But yes, sure for this December. But I will say, well, we will launch also some PVE events that the community has been asking for a lot of time. We already have the PvP event, and I think we all enjoy. But we will be launching some PvE events, pushing people to grind and to have fun, not only battlings, and also catching monsters and getting some rewards from there. Um, so yeah, we will launch this after the Sparkle Cup, hosted by Subdaddy, and yeah, we will see. So if you want, we can go to some questions.
Yeah.
Um, Gym
Yeah.
leader Trivali has asked about why are we not using the resources we have in the community to help the project grow? We have some talent within the community. Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel
By the
this
way,
this
by the way, just a side note, Trevally, who has been visited us earlier this year, so he came to our headquarters, if I can say, to visit us and discuss with me. You can find the interview on his channel. So it was just a side note. To answer the question, it's true that we have plenty of skilled people inside the community. I've been in touch with many of you guys. Recently, I thank also Goose, who is listening us today. He's here in the discussion because he connected me with some nice and decent people that could help also Revomon as a third-party support, as I explained. So I thank him. That's also proof that the community makes everything, mostly in the project. So why aren't we taking some skilled people from the community? Mainly because it requires some management and some organization to set up, structuration to set up, in order to make the follow-up with these actions. Let's take an example. If it was related to the design service, the design tasks, it wouldn't be like an issue because uh, that people will create the design on its own, and then we will be able to integrate it inside the project and even reward, obviously, the artist for that. Now, as we mainly need um, like skills in the technical part to make evolve the smart contract, to make evolve the game, to make evolve the website, it becomes difficult because the code is a sensitive information which is in link with many other sensitive part of the project, such as revo. We are talking about real money here, about NFTs, about many stuff, and reviewing that code would take probably as long as just letting the current resources we have, developing it, and make sure to integrate it inside the current ecosystem. Um, that's why today, as we mainly need help, on this sensitive part of the ecosystem, which is the development code in a general sense for the game, for the website, for the smart contracts. Um, we cannot currently integrate such organization today.
yeah. So Mr. Paradox has asking as well if we will launch some um, book hunting campaigns and some rewards from there in order to push people to grind a bit and report bugs and all the stuff in the future with the new updates.
So what we used to do so far is that we have a backlog file where all your tickets, guys, are recorded. Now that backlog files became the bug forum. So you have a section here on Discord that even if we are not reacting to every post and every messages, we take care to read everything and note the most sensitive bugs to fix. So that's the way to go. If you have any reports to do, just go on the bug forum. It's true that what we can do as well to in addition to this bug forum is to provide maybe some bounty rewards to incentivize people to report bugs. But to be honest, we have so many bugs to fix already now that pushing people to find more would be like difficult for us to follow in the pipeline. But definitely that's something to consider.
Okay. Also, Siman is asking about do we have an exact date for the Gen 2? Well, exact date, I will say no. And he's asking about the vision plan and I don't know, I imagine if we will develop and deliver a roadmap soon with approximate dates and all the stuff.
So yeah, we don't have any exact date for the Generation 2. However, it will be like maximum Q1 next year, so 2024, meaning that I have in mind more or less January, February to do it. It's mandatory for a lot of key actors inside the Revomon project. First, the company itself. Second, the Revomon players for the content. So already that is it's big enough. But during all that process of the designing part and so on, we will release the new artwork. We will release the different evolution that will be part of that Generation 2. We will show the different 3D and animation design. So you will get an inflow, let's say, of content to just see and how can I say, um, um, being introduced with that Gen 2, with final goal in February for the sale. But by the way,
Okay.
inside the Generation 2, there will be obviously new starters, and these new starters will be free, and you will be able to catch them as an event soon to introduce that Generation 2. So you see, we have already a plan to introduce step by step that new generation.
Yes, and all these all these points and the next targets for Revomon will be fully disclosed on the new roadmap that we will share soon. Also, Shiny Master Sub Daddy is asking about if some of the airdropped NFT cosmetics that now don't have any in-game effect, like for example the haunted helmet, if are we planning to give them some bonus to have some utility in games, such as for example is suggesting about 5% X boost or whatever in terms of that, or are just we thinking of they are just cosmetics and that's all.
I think that there are two topics here. The first one is the cosmetics in a general way. I think that we will stick to the fact that there are cosmetics that will not give any bonuses, but will be more like a kind of celebration of an event, such as the pumpkin head, for example, because it's a unique item, like it's alone, and maybe it would be a bit complicated to grant bonuses for each item alone. However, for full sets, it has been already a previous discussion. It's true that we would love to offer some bonuses with the full set is completed. That's something that is not fully, how can I say, live yet. You can obviously have some of the sets that are providing the bonuses. But the second topic is that the cosmetic as a whole, in terms of in-game content, should be also reviewed, rethink, I would say, to be more useful and more, even in the store, more useful for the players, granting bonuses that are not so much pay to win as well. So there is a whole balance here to be made.
Okay, nice. I don't know if we missed some question. Otherwise, you all know that we are all always on the chats and you can ask there. And also, hopefully, it's well recorded the call. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
okay. Jim Leader Tribal is asking as well. Um, Barn the Gen 1 for getting Gen 2. Yeah, you can explain.
So definitely, I will jump on this question. Sorry to say that as we know it. Currently in the game, we don't have quests, we don't have a story. So a new player coming um, could quite quickly run out of activities to stick to the game compared to other games, etc. So definitely we need to rethink again the um, the gaming the gaming loop in a general way to make people keeping the grind or just enjoying the game with new experience. And for that, we have some ideas again. I won't share them straight now because we are not sure how it will go, but that's part of that bonus bag we are making now. Uh, Regarding the game content, there is a pillar missing, I would say, to make the people keep playing. It could be like a grinding game as it is now, but we need to kind of recycle the utility of the Generation 1 monster as it would stick to unlimited quantity. And obviously, based on this statement, we would make something about the Revomon to catch. So we could imagine like you have a Myrtle to make that Myrtle more powerful or better IVs or better stats in general. You may need to catch several Myrtles, then recycle them and improve your current Myrtle in order to claim in your ranking, I would say competitiveness uh, um, um, profile. Um, but again, in a short period of time, it's difficult to say we will do everything, but definitely it will be in the pipeline. We need to do something about this to keep players inside that game loop and provide a sense of the grinding. Today, if you grind, you don't have anything apart expecting to catch a new Revomon or a Revomon you already caught, but with better statistics. So we need to find a way how to recycle, how to use these current Revomon to deflate the current market with all these Revomon that are simply useless and provide a utility for the players.
Okay, also, Sabdad is asking if for Gen 2, is anybody supervising the distribution of stats, meta-analysis, and also he's asking what is orange these days.
So definitely there is nobody for the moment to supervise the statistics and so on because nothing is written yet. So it has to be done. We are just working on the design now and the balance between the different typings, so fire, water, metal, and so on. The different evolutions, so 1, 2, 3, the different rarities, legendary, rare, common, shiny, but we have not yet entered the topic about the statistics so far. Orange is not there anymore as well. So as I explained earlier in the meeting, we have been through a restructuration internally with the organization and so on. We have many members that have not that are not linked anymore to the project, and Orange is part of it. That being said, I have still a perfect and friendly contact with Orange. Orange, who is a member from the Pokémon VR project. So it has been like almost, I would say, 3 to 4 years that I know him, and I'm definitely sure that he can come back whenever we need him. So maybe that will be the great occasion.
Yeah, yeah, that's the idea. The idea is there are a lot of people, well, not a lot of people because we were a small team as well in the bull market, but um, we feel we had a great team and hopefully we are all together again in some month. Also, Mid Journalist is asking, are you going to add more content such as Quest?
So Quest won't appear in the game as it is now, but will definitely be part of the Revomon Novus concept and goal. Um, to be honest, we have already the whole script about the new story of Revomon Novus. We have hired a game designer to do so, a lore designer to do it, but we never used the work he did, and that's a pity. That's the same as the Revomon Novus trailer. That's the same as the land paper and so on. Definitely, it will come, but not now.
Okay, Revo Master is asking about breeding.
Breeding is also something that we used to see in many games, but to be honest, guys, it's not in the pipeline so far. It could have been for the Generation 2, so we would use several monsters from the Generation 1 to make a Generation 2, but we cannot do it, simple as that.
Also, the breeding stuff we have tested with other big projects that leads us in the majority of the cases to inflationary stuff, which is not good. And we had with the initial plan with Revomon Novus and all the economic system working inside the game, everything synced without linking to inflationary rates of neither Revos, Revomon's NFTs, and also for the tokens. So yeah, it's a tough question, the breeding stuff. Okay, another question is ban to earn on on a major reduced scale to reduce all collection and improve rarity.
That's a difficult question to say because we have spent so much time on this burn to earn feature to refactor it in order to make it like fitting the new ecosystem and so on that it's difficult to say yes and no. We still have the features, so why not using it again and reducing the reward? But we are still also pretty careful about such feature because we have like reduced the supply of the Revo token with more than half, so from 100 million to 46 million. So we don't have loads of Revo token as we used to have before. So that's also a key point. Mm, that's something to consider. I cannot answer today.
Yes, at the end, the ban to earn, while you are burning, you are reducing the NFT supply, but you are getting inflationary rates on the token. So yeah, it's we have been thinking a lot about this topic, and it was something that it worked in terms of attracting people to the project and all the stuff, but seriously damaged the token. And this is something we are not a Web2 project or Web2 game, so we have to care about also tokenomics and all the stuff. And that's a good point of being a project live for almost 2 years and a half, that we have been learning from the issues and the errors in the past, and we we cannot repeat some errors. So like, working with a third party in terms of storing tokens and all the stuff. So the bank to earn, has we had a tough lesson there as well. That yeah, you are reducing the supply of NFTs, but you are just killing the tokens. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy. We are more in something related with compete to earn and push people to grind and be better players to earn and the money you can earn, it's 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 from other players that are playing as well. So that's a bit how you can do a virtuous ecosystem where the token is not damaged, because when you are just inflating the token and and putting tokens in the economy, you are just killing the project. So it's not good. Also, here CryptoCox, that I will say a big thank you, because he's one of our biggest supporters and also creating content and all the stuff. So he's saying the Revomon collection is available on all top trading platforms, but only Tofu NFT has a perfect base design and a blue check mark. Each player has his own favorite trading platform and cool design in the case of successful NFT trading. Analytic companies monitor trading platforms. What do you think about other trading platforms? I
Wait,
imagine that is
I will read
just
again
is asking
the statement.
about what is your opinion right now about the NFT trading platform with the acquisition of refinable and all the stuff?
Um, let's say that other marketplaces are quite useful for projects who are not, because creating a marketplace alone is like creating a project. So this is creating a marketplace is creating a project. It's like a side project. That's what I mean. So it's really useful to get several marketplaces well known, such as OpenSea, maybe Tofu NFT that I don't know much, but Refinable that has been acquired recently as well by some Asian companies. Um, it helps project to just list their collection without developing by themselves their own marketplace. Now, when it comes with building an ecosystem, it's better to use uh, our own, I would say, the Revomon's marketplace, as we can integrate the Revo, and that's the big difference. I cannot like list something for Revo on OpenSea or Refinable, and that's where you can make some nice loops for the orders as well. For example, linking the tier system as we have now with the marketplace to reduce the fee until zero. It's a way to offer a benefit to the holders, and also listing your own collection. For example, we can use our own marketplace while using another marketplace to market and promote it, and they will take the fees. But it's true that OpenSea now is the leader with Blue. For the ones that know, Blue Marketplace and OpenSea are the both marketplaces, I would say, marketplaces that are leading the NFT listing ecosystem. Um, um, I would stick to the one we have created. I just have in mind to exploit and how can I say, take advantage of what we have created so far to just give more utility to the Revo token, as it's at the heart of the ecosystem, and just all the other marketplaces around the ecosystem, such as Tofu, NFT, Refinable, and OpenSea, can just help promoting the project. That's how I see it today.
Okay, more questions. Goose is asking, how are you, Jordan? What else?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
Tribal is asking, well, he's saying, well, more topics about the ban to earn. Is ban to earn possible with Gen 2? Well, it would be less damage than for Gen 1, that's for sure. But this, difficult question. It's not in
Yeah,
the public right
just
now.
taking light lightning, which is also a good member who suggested a lot of good and great ID, even private. Again, I know that we have discussed a lot of points and that we couldn't make, or we didn't have, how can I say, we didn't uh, prioritize, even although that there are some priorities to do. It's difficult to how can I say to just say yes we will do it and then uh, uh, the, the the days after delivering everything. Um, that's a bit complicated, especially with the period we just went through. But that being said, the current ecosystem requiring minting fees, so the $5 minting fees to create NFT is how can I say is blocking many of other concepts and ID. Remember, if we would entered like the the another blockchain such as the crypto.com blockchain or the Polygon, it was to reduce the fees. So what's the point to keep a $5 tax on NFT mint if we want to reduce it? I truly think that um, later on, once we have carefully uh, uh, um, um, delivered the first points I've said during this discussion, there is a need to rethink that concept to make Revomon just a platform where the position is to take fees from trades and not anymore from NFT minting. So um, that's a bit a controversial topic because I'm not sure of what I'm saying here right now. It needs to be developed and carefully designed to be run. But I'm sure as well that the current business model is not good. So definitely there are a lot to do there.
Okay, Sad Daddy is asking about a bit of a summary of the methods that we will, follow to get this funding that we need in the future. Yeah, we already said, but yeah, you can summarize.
So yeah, for the funding, what we have in mind now is to secure 2024 in terms of um, uh, how can I say variable fees and fixed costs that the company is facing. So we have reduced the team members. That obviously reduced the cost of payments and so on, but that also reduced the speed of delivering work and milestones. Um, we have a target to raise between, I would say, 80,000 and 100,000 to secure 2024 with the upcoming sale of the Generation 2 of NFT. If we manage to do that, to do it, it will be a safe way to embrace the continuity of the work for Revomon Novus and then enter the preparation of the lens.
Okay, what else? What else? Robotex Master, I missed that question. Maybe not rewarding crypto, maybe it's award something else. Yeah, but this is the same problem. What else? For rewarding, you need money to create and again spend time on developing something to reward. Um, I- we feel it's not the way. It's more about creating a sustainable ecosystem in terms of economy and be self-rewarded. So that's the idea about grinding and being competitive. That's a bit the idea. What else? What else? What else? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Serkan being Hunter has answered. You have an ideas forum there to drop to drop all of your ideas. If you have something, you can write it here. And I think we are done. But yeah, mostly in terms of funding, it's to secure the 2024. And also, as Jordan said at the beginning, we might be really close to a new bull cycle, even if we are not there. So yeah, it feels that 2023 is pretty similar to 2019. So hopefully we are almost there, and everything is easier in a bull market. The point here, it was to survive, and there are a lot of projects that died in during the bear market. And this bear market was, I feel, that the longest one, or at least the longest one in the last 2 3 cycles. So yeah, it's hard, but hopefully we are almost there. Okay, Lightning is asking, will there be a Pico version of the game? It's a very successful VR headset. I still see Revomon as having a lot of more potential as VR game than just another one in the millions of hundred games.
Um, so um, so far we have not discussed the point to make a new version for a dedicated VR headset. We think that we will stick to the Oculus Quest, which is a great hardware device to democratize, and it's quite like the key point, Meta, and through their product, the Oculus Quest managed to democratize a lot the VR concept, the VR world, to the normies. I would say it's affordable. It's in a lot of stores. Um, Now, I still think that the VR, although I really enjoy virtual reality, and it's truly immersive, it fits as well the meta vibe and hype nowadays. It still it sticks to a kind of window where it's purely marketing. Um, it's true when we compare our own DAU, or the DAU of the most successful VR game, compared to the DAU of Android or whatever mobile phone game. And when I pitch the topic, because that's what I have in mind, when I pitch the Revomon project to venture capital or just larger studio, they are requesting what's your DIU, your monthly unique user, etc. They are asking metrics, and we are stating that we are VR and mobile. And although they, in terms of experience, they truly enjoy to test Revomon, they feel, wow, that's nice, that's really amazing what we have done, guys. The metrics there, through the democratization, so the fact it's not that accessible, although it's cheaper than 3 years ago, and the more we go in the past, the more expensive, sorry, it was. It's still not something players will have on his head during like a full day, compared to a World of Warcraft player. That's a fact. And when you compare these metrics with the players, the DAU and so on, we have a low DAU, and that's mainly the point why we couldn't until now onboard some key actors in the journey to help, because we are not there yet. So I don't think Pico is a priority, to answer your question brief.
Okay. Seaman is asking, is there any plan to implement sorry.
Chaining method to return increase chances of hitting.
Is there sorry, I missed it. Okay. Is there
Okay, I see, I
any
see.
plan to implement a chaining method to try and increase chances at getting specific shinies? If not, are there any ideas to try to help those players farming for specific shinies?
Chinese, through the 2 years and a half of development of Revomon, and like Project Alive, um, have been the most precious resource inside the game. So we don't plan to touch it. We just want to keep it as it is now, to make it like really difficult to get, and to reward the players that grinded and managed to get by chance or not a shiny.
Yeah, that's the idea. And also, some of the PvE events will be
However,
related
j-
with.
just to,
Yeah, sorry, sorry.
just to add some more notes about this comment, that's not the point for other Revomon. Like what I've said earlier is something we consider to make sense for the player to keep grinding, to make a grinding game, and to make people being able to improve their team. When you have called a rival and that rival hasn't good statistics, you will grind again for another one, but you may not see it. You may end not finding one. So you may be encountering a polyvern instead. Um, a kind of feature that would be able to recycle that polyvern with a capsule, for example, to let benefit another legendary you like in your team and improve or reroll the IV to give you a chance to have a better one is something that makes sense according to me.
Mm, okay, what else? Are the cosmetic airdrops going to resume? Will we get an advance warning sometime before?
So unfortunately, no. For the moment, cosmetics airdrop won't continue. However, I promise during 2024 to replace that or to continue it by another incentive to let benefit the different tiers allowing to get it next year.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I understand that for months we haven't had stacking, no airdrop, no incentive, etc. As I said, many features aim to be reactivated, such as the the stacking. That's one of them. Regarding the airdrop, um, so we are in a hurry now for closing the end of the year, so we couldn't re-enable the airdrop again. But as I said, that's something I would love to reactivate next year. Um, and no incentive to holders. Um, as I said, the stacking will resume, but don't forget that many other projects are just also a token or coins you just hold in your wallet and you don't do anything with it. Um, Not saying that it will stick. We will stick to that, but that's a truth again today. You know me, you know the team. We are always trying to bring some utilities around the token and around the Revomon ecosystem. So obviously we will do something for that. We think about many stuff, such as in the concept of Revomon Novus, such as the nickname inside the game to grant some uh, um, um, specialities, I would say, or highlightings for some players that have something different from others. We are thinking about also some effects like halo effects or whatever an effect around the player to show to others that they have a social status inside the game. So there are also many stuff we have thought earlier. It's not because now we are going through a difficult period that everything we have recorded and noted during these 2 years and a half that we won't do it. Not at all. We will take that backlog and that bug forum, ID forum, as soon as we are lacking of IDs. That's the first thing we are doing. We are going through these IDs you have successfully published, and we are taking care of them.
Did okay.
Yeah, I've already answered that with the burning system. Um, So really, in short, it's really to reactivate all the features we had in the past on the ecosystem, and then launching that Revomon Generation 2 collection to ensure 2024. Obviously, in the meantime, we will have many updates regarding in-game content, for example, with Christmas, but as well with optimization of features and bug fix. Now we are already in November, and we will be really fast in 2024. So each stuff at the right moment, I believe that we will have a great bounce back and manage to achieve great things together, guys.
Okay, so if there are no more questions, we can. Okay, one more. You need more funding and more users. I have said for a long time the spawn rates need to improve in order to make the game more fun. That and fusing multiple Revomon of the same species will give players a reason to play more.
Yeah, definitely. I'm aligned with this. Okay. Um, yeah. There are many ways to improve the games, guys. We know it. Thank you, Tot Lover. Okay, guys, I think we can just end the discussion, the public discussion of today. And obviously, you know that I'm every day available in the chat, and I'm reading the different channels. So do not hesitate to just share your thoughts about this discussion. If you have even like some questions popping in your mind later, feel free to just share in the general channel. Maybe I feel this is a good way to just keeping the community update. Maybe this kind of discussion will be done each 2 months, just to give uh, uh, um, sharing the different development behind the scenes. So I enjoyed speaking with you guys, and thank you all to have attended here. Um, See you next time. Thank you.
Okay, bye bye. Thank you, guys.